What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. And happy Easter. He is risen. David Schwartz, Ripple CTO. I covered this in one of my previous videos. He responded to this tweet, basically confirmed rumors that dispel a lot of misinformation that comes along with content and influencers in the XRP community. Things like XRP can't be pegged to gold, XRP can't magically become a stable coin, all the money in the world won't run across XRPL. And there's an interesting response. I've showed this little clip here months and months ago, but I think it's very, very important. Take a listen.
When XRP was created, this actually was created before Ripple existed. The creators of XRP decided there'd be 100 billion units because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
Now, it doesn't mean that XRP will literally be a global reserve currency. I think the dollar is here to stay for the foreseeable future. However, he says effectively a global reserve currency. So basically a global reserve currency. We see China, Japan, UK, South Africa. All these major countries are starting their CBDC programs. And not just currencies are being digitized. Everything's being digitized, right? That's just part of the technological, the journey of technological exponential growth. But how are these CBDCs going to interoperate? They will need some sort of bridge currency. And you could think of that bridge currency maybe as a reserve currency. I've talked about this in previous videos. You know, I'm not just speculating on XRP being a bridge currency. It's called the Keynes triffin. TRIFFIN plan. It was discussed at the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. This was the plan that was almost decided. Instead, they went with the plan to make the US dollar the world reserve currency backed by gold. But the backup plan that they talked about in 1944, and they also talked about it in 2016 at a conference called Rethinking International Cooperation that involved the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. And they talked again about the Keynes triffin plan. And, you know, globalization is a big trend. And opinions aside on whether you think globalization is a good thing or not. Personally, I think different cultures and different countries are beautiful. And I don't think making everything the same is desirable, in my opinion. But this is the trend. This is the path we're going down. And where was I really going with this globalization thing? Oh yeah, the Keynes triffin plan basically describes a global central bank, right? So not dependent on any one country. It's a global central bank, which does have some benefits, with a bancor, they called it. A bancor, they describe it as a supranational currency, meaning it's not belonging to Japan, it's not belonging to China, it's not belonging to Russia. It's literally a global currency, and maybe XRP could play that role. It's fun to think about. Speaking of XRP, if you need an exchange to get XRP, I recommend Uphold. It's where I get my XRP and Flare every single day. And if you guys want $41 guaranteed for free, sign up with Webull, deposit a penny. You can get up to $3K in free stocks, but typically you just get $40 to $300. But it's still a great offer. You're guaranteed $41 minimum value just for signing up and depositing a penny. A link to Webull and Uphold in the video description below. Attorney John Deaton came out. And if you guys do use Twitter and if you find good information, I know I have a lot of smart subscribers and a lot of smart viewers. And let me just take a moment to say thank you to all my smart viewers. Hope you had a great weekend. But without this channel, or without you guys, this channel is nothing. So I genuinely thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my videos, for enjoying them. And I hope I'm not wasting your time. I hope I'm actually providing you with some information. But my Twitter, give me a follow, DrippyXRP. When people talk about the negative impact of the SEC's case against Ripple and XRP, here's an example. TapJet, which is a guaranteed private jet company, basically like an Uber for private jets, think of that. TapJet and thousands of other vendors accept XRP, but some major companies will not touch it due to the lawsuit. And when he says major companies, I don't know if he's on the same page as me, but think about the banks that are going to use XRP but aren't using it right now. Like Bank of America, for example. We know they are, quote unquote, on the sidelines waiting to use XRP when it's regulatory clarity. But there's a lot of other companies that are outside the banking industry that accept things like Bitcoin and Ethereum. In this headline right here, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, and Ethereum are now accepted by Ralph Lauren's Miami store. So it's not just the finance industry that can leverage the benefits of something like XRP. Business is about saving money. And XRP and on-demand liquidity can save people time and money. All right, guys, let's move forward. James Rule XRP tweeted this out. And just kind of a bullish thing for the entire crypto space. Just in the United States alone, guys, 129,000 blockchain jobs. This industry is not going anywhere, and the proof is in the pudding. There is so much money invested in this industry. And just go back to the early days of the internet, my friends. People thought the internet, there's headlines that I've tweeted in the past, pictures of New York Times articles from the late 90s saying the internet is done for. The internet is failing. People thought the internet then was just for email. And now the internet permeates so much of society and so much of life in the first world. And the blockchain is just simply the extension of the internet. They call it Web 3.0 for that reason. It is the next version of the internet. Something here from Ashley Prosper. Interesting legal precedent here. So you probably don't know this. Maybe you're a judge or maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you do. But there's something called the 6-month list. Essentially, cases that go for 3 years. It says on March 31st and September 30th of every year in every U.S. district court, case management software run by the clerk of court calculates how many open motions are listed on each judge's docket that have been pending for more than 6 months. In practice, that 6 months is actually 214 days because each motion is treated as having a grace period. Essentially, cases pending for more than 3 years as of the list compilation date are also tabulated. Judges are acutely aware of the list and its deadlines. As one judge put it, no judge likes being on this report. It's basically an act of shame for a judge to be on this report, and it kind of makes sense. If you've had a lawsuit go on for 3 years, maybe you're not too effective at doing your job. Do we really need 1,000 days to delegate and look at this information? And it's a good checks and balances for the legal system because it provides infrastructure that kind of keeps lawsuits running. Imagine there was no rule like this, no standard like this. The criminal justice system could just let lawsuits go on, for extended periods of time. So judging off this 3-year grace period, XRP would be ending, or Ripple would be ending their lawsuit around 7/2 or 6/2. Now this isn't a law. This is just a kind of, as this article puts it, as one judge says, no judge likes being on this report of shame. It's basically just a incentive to wrap it up, right? So this would put us around June or July. I want to play this clip about Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, his letter to annual shareholders. And if you guys like the content, go ahead, take a moment and smash the like button. It's free. And I'm not just asking for that just to help the channel. Yes, it helps the channel, but it gives me feedback. It lets me know the videos are quality and I'm putting out information. So if you learned something, smash the like button. If you didn't, then talk some smack to me in the comment section below. Let me know how you really feel.
JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon wrote a letter to shareholders saying that the banking crisis is not yet over and the repercussions could be felt for years to come. For more on this, I want to bring in Axios senior business reporter Hope King. Hope, good to see you.
Good to see you as always, Vlad.
So let's break this down for our viewers. How concerning is it for shareholders, for Americans to hear this from the...
So the banking crisis is not yet over, allegedly, from Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan CEO. I will finish playing this, but I'm curious your thoughts. Do you guys agree with this guy, or do you think the banking crisis was a little bit of FUD and it is over? Is it over? Is it not over? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
CEO of one of the world's largest banks. Should consumers be worried?
Yeah, I do believe that if you're hearing this, as you said, from the CEO of one of the largest banks in the world, the largest bank here in the U.S., that you would be a little bit alarmed. At the same time, this letter that he writes every year, it takes time. He was writing it as the crisis was still unfolding, the primary crisis. And I think what he's alluding to is that really the disruption of the trust in the banking system will be one big factor to watch. Americans are already on edge when it comes to the economy, when it comes to inflation, geopolitical tensions. This was not anything that anyone needed to weigh on their minds even more. And I think he wanted to toe the line to give that cautionary sort of warning to say, look, we still don't know all of the ramifications. And that's primarily because the way that the collapse really took place was a result of the concentration of risk. I know you guys have talked about this before.
The concentration of risk. And think about what happened after this banking crisis. Did we resolve it? No. We bailed out banks. And going forward, banks will continue to maximize risk to maximize return. That's what banks do, right? They take calculated risks to provide returns on the capital that they have been deposited and lend out from the Fed. And now that banks know they're going to get bailed out, now that they know there's a safety net, why would banks not take even more risky decisions to maximize their returns? Because they know they're going to get bailed out. Guys, once again, happy Easter. Make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, have some quality time today. And if you don't have a family, that's okay, because all you need in this world is inner peace within your own self. If you made it to the end of the video, comment Arizona in the comment section below. And if you don't live in Arizona, let me know where you live in the comment section below. You don't have to tell me the state. Just let me know the country, continent in the comment section below. As always, guys, God bless you. Until next time.